One gloomy morning, as fog enveloped the city, Graham was driving to work as usual. His mind was occupied with upcoming meetings and tasks when suddenly, he noticed something unusual in his peripheral vision. It was a figure tied to a lamppost. Graham stopped the car and stepped out onto the street to get a better look. On the ground sat a small dog with sad eyes, its leash tied to the post. It looked scared and lonely. Graham felt his heart clench with pity. He thought that maybe the owner had left it there temporarily while running a quick errand, so he decided to wait, hoping the owner would return. But as time passed, Graham's hope began to fade. The dog kept looking at him with desperation, and Graham realized his fears were coming true. The dog had been abandoned. He moved closer and saw the little pup trembling, its eyes filled with betrayal. He couldn't leave it there. Graham called his friend Lisa, who always knew how to handle animals. When she arrived, they calmed the dog down and carefully carried it to the car. The pup, whom Graham decided to name Max, seemed confused, unable to understand why his owner had simply walked away. On the way to the veterinary clinic, Graham felt his heart grow heavy with worry. He didn't know what awaited Max, but he was determined to help. At the clinic, the vet examined Max and said he had serious health issues due to neglect. The dog needed surgery, and Graham realized he couldn't do this alone. Lisa quickly reached out to an animal rescue organization, which shared Max's story on social media. The post spread instantly, and people began donating money for his treatment. Graham couldn't believe how quickly strangers came together to save this helpless dog. The surgery was successful, and after a few weeks of recovery, Max found himself in a loving foster home. He was no longer alone, surrounded by care and attention. Graham often visited Max, and every time he saw the dog playing with the kids and enjoying life, his heart filled with joy. Max, once abandoned and forgotten, was now living a full life, surrounded by love. Graham knew that although his encounter with Max had begun with sadness, it had led to something beautiful. Because he had chosen to stop and help, Max had found his family, people who would never turn their backs on him.